In this video, I'll show you how to record salary accruals and deductions. Payroll calculations are used for calculation of this amount that the company will pay to employees of a specific department on pay date for their work during the pay registration period. Payment to each employee is based on the accruals and the deductions listed in the employee contract with adjustment made for the days of absence, sick leaves, vacation days if any occurred in the pay period. Go to HR and Payroll module, open Payroll calculation, click on Create option to create a new payroll calculation. The main tab allows you to provide general information on the payroll calculation, such as the department, the pay period, the currency, entity, whose employees are included in this document. In the department field, select the department for the payroll calculation. If the selected department has any subdivision, the document will include employees from all the structure. In the entity field, select the legal entity of your company for which this document is created. In the registration period field, select the pay period for which employees' compensation will be calculated. By default, the currency field is populated with the national currency. You can change the currency of the payroll if needed. In the comment text box, you can provide any additional information that is relevant to this payroll calculation. Let's move to the Accruals and Deduction tab. Here, you will view the details on accruals and deduction in the selected registration period per employee. To automatically populate the list with employees of the selected department, click on Fill option. The employees of the selected department and its subdivisions who were employed in this registration periods will be listed here. You can manually edit the data if needed. If you need to add any accruals or deduction, click on Add option, select an employee and enter the required data. The selected checkbox in the TO column indicates that the corresponding row has been edited or added manually and must not be included in automatic calculation. The code column is automatically populated with the code assigned to this employee. One of the accrual or deduction types from the employee contract in the changes. If you manually enter the row, select an additional accrual or deduction type below the code. After entering the position, click the accruals or deduction type. The start date and the end date shows the dates that indicate the pay period or specific period within the pay period, the number of days and hours worked, and the accruals amount at the lower line. Based on the registration period, this data will be filled automatically. Fill the size at the lower line. The indicator 1, 2, and 3, it is populated with the parameters of the accrual or deduction type selected. Value 1, 2, and 3 columns shows the amount of the corresponding indicator. It should be filled manually. The amount column shows the amount of the accrual or deduction resulting from the calculation based on the data provided by the document. Click on Calculate option to fill this tab. And for the manual calculation, it should be done manually. The detailed document column contains the reference to the supporting documents, if any. The GL account, the expense item, and business activity column provides information that will be used for generating journal entries. The default expense GL account and the analytics parameters. The GL account shows the liability account to record the unpaid amounts due for the pay period. At the bottom of the form, the total field shows the total amount to be paid to the employees of the selected department with its subdivisions. The accrued and the deducted field shows the total amount that were accrued for the employee pay and deducted from the employee pay. Once this tab is filled, move on to the Loans tab. This tab provides information only on those loans borrowed by the employee that have non-zero interest and are paid monthly. Lump sum loans appear on this tab in the period of the repayment date if they were registered with non-zero interest. The interest amount will be calculated here. The interest amount should be paid for the current month of work period is calculated when you click Calculate option. The amount appears as a deduction on the Accruals Deduction tab. Please refer the video Loan to Employees Monthly with Deduction from the Playlist. Provisions tab is populated with the data on the benefits amount that will be added in this pay period to the amounts accrued in the previous period for the employees of the selected department and its subdivisions. Only the employees with benefit in the specified currency were assigned in this employment contract, and the contract changes will appear in this list. Please refer the video How to Create Employee Contract for further details on how to set the default details. This tab is populated along with other tabs once you click the Fill option. Calculation of the benefit is performed each pay period simultaneously with the payroll calculations once you click Calculate on the toolbar. However, accrued amount are not paid to the employees each pay period. To view the details of the actual accrued amount, use the balance of employee benefit provision report. You can find this report under payroll, under reports. Moving back to this provision, the employee column is populated with the employee full name. The provision column presents the type of benefits granted to the employee according to the contract and changes. The calculation method shows the method used for the benefit accrual. The benefit amount is accrued by adding each month a fixed amount or percentage of a specific type of compensation that were paid in previous period to the employees. The percentage or amount shows either a fixed amount or the percentage of specific types of compensation according to the calculation method. The amount column shows the monthly amount to be added to the benefit accrued amount. The amounts can be edited if needed. Make sure that the expense GL account column is populated with the expense account to which this labor cost should be recorded. If the expense item and business activity column, select an expense item for labor cost and business activity to which this employee is related. The GL account column shows the default liability account for registering the unpaid amount. For benefits that are calculated as a percentage of compensation amount, you can view the details of the calculation. For this, select the employee benefit, click the Show Provision Calculation button in the toolbar. Once the tabs are filled, check the data and post the document. Click on View Transaction Details to view the details of the GL created. The entry will be debit employee benefit expenses and credit staff salary settlement for the accruals recorded, and for the provision it will be debit staff salary settlement and credit staff provisions. That's how the overall pay for the month is recorded. Thanks for watching the video.